Hey guys, it's Branson Vanlandingham coming to you again on our Conversational Closing YouTube channel. I want to share one of the biggest mistakes that I see business owners make when they're getting ready to start maybe for the first time, or I've also seen this when business owners are really making a change in their business and trying to scale and grow their business. And when I kind of spend a couple minutes breaking this down to you here in just a moment, it's going to seem a little bit counterintuitive because this is one of the things that people feel like they have to implement in their business from the start or immediately. And it's one of those things that people do with the best of intentions, but we kind of look at it backwards, right? And this is almost where people, business owners especially, kind of look to take the most direct path, but it ends up costing them the most time and money. And I've seen this happen time and time again all over the world with a variety of people that I've worked with in pretty much every industry and every offer that you can think of. It's not, restricted to just one area or another. This is one of those things that I've seen affect people all over the place in all kinds of industries. And when we look at that on this channel, we share tips, tricks, strategies, and most importantly of all, pieces of our conversational closing framework for how online established high ticket business owners can actually leverage the conversations, the opportunities they have coming in to close more deals, really to close at least 1 out of 3 people that you talk to. That's certainly our goal for everybody that we work with. That at a minimum, if you're connecting with 3 high quality prospects, you should be walking away with at least 1 sale. So we break down pieces of how we operate with our clients and value-driven information bits that you can actually leverage in your business to see a difference now. And if that resonates with you and you want to explore further how we can kind of put this whole puzzle together with you in mind and tailor a customized conversational closing framework directly for your business, your personality, and your offer, grab the link in our description below and we'll talk about exactly how we can do that for your business. And that's what we spend time on this channel talking about. And that's what I spend the majority of my time working with our clients directly on. And so one of the biggest mistakes that I see business owners make when they are starting a business, starting an agency, or they're really looking to make a change and grow and scale it is that they immediately want to implement the selling to someone else. They want to bring in a closer. They want to maybe bring in an appointment setter that eventually becomes a closer. And while that's a great idea, what I recommend from my vast experience in this world is that you don't start there. And I know that sounds kind of counterintuitive, but let me explain why. We come into this with the best of intentions, right? Business owners, they want to grow their team. They want to outsource. They want to have more opportunity. They want to break the chains of their time and their energy and involvement to the revenue and opportunity that they have. But when you do that for the very first time and you hand the keys of your sales process over to someone that's not you, and they don't have a call vault of recorded calls of you, the expert in your industry, the expert of your offer, to base off their practice and their training before they go into live reps. And most importantly, when they go into live reps, they're winging it. When you leave them to their own devices, you don't know what result you're going to get. So even if you get really lucky and you get a closer that maybe is familiar with your industry, they're still likely going to be learning your offer. But even if they have a good level of familiarity with that, they're still not you. And they've likely not extensively talked to your audience and know what questions they're going to ask, what objections they're going to have, what they're really going to be looking for, the uncertainties, the ways that they can deliver value in a call to help them solve their problem and then be in a position at the end of that sales call for them to say yes and take a prospect into high-paying client. They're likely not going to have live reps in that. Even if they do, it's going to be through a different lens for your business because they've not worked with you before. But also, even outside of the call aspect, you don't have a established system that you can place someone into. You're going to have gaps in that system, whether that's from a lead coming in to being booked, to being connected with, to being potentially closed, followed up with, onboarded, whatever the case may be. Again, if you're just kind of giving someone the keys and trying to figure it out as you go, you're going to miss opportunities. You're going to have gaps in that system, and that leads to increased frustration for everybody. You as a business owner, your salesperson as a salesperson that wants to do the best job that they can, and the prospects that become high-paying clients with the gaps in the system, they become frustrated as well. The level of service dips. And so what I recommend, based on doing this for a long time and working with people all over the place, is that as a business owner, you spend at a minimum a couple weeks, if not a month or two, directly selling yourself so that you can be recording those calls. You can be getting sharper yourself to be able to help train and help correct and teach and mold and work with a salesperson eventually, but that you develop a specific script yourself and actually have real world experience that you can share with somebody that you bring onto your team. Secondly, again, to develop a system so that you have a flow state from how a lead enters your system, how they're funneled down to a call, how they're potentially converted into a client, onboarded, and really taken into your business from start to finish. So that way, again, when you go to bring someone into that, you're not creating that from scratch. You're not trying to leave that up to them. You're not trying to figure it out as you go, or you have leads and opportunity and appointments coming in that you're missing out on opportunities for because you don't have that process really nailed down. And so what I recommend is that you take the time to do that. And if that seems so out of left field for you, if you feel like you need help with that, this is what I spend all my time doing. So grab the link in our description below. I'll grab some short information on your business, your offer, your personality, your existing sales process if you have one. If not, we'll ask some other questions to help get initial info that then when we connect on our free discovery call, we can spend time talking about how we can take what you have or don't have, weave it into our proven conversational closing framework, and actually have a well-developed standard operating procedure, SOP, a well-developed system and process as leads come into your business and as you connect with them to actually have a proven sales script and a template and a framework for those conversations, but also the activity leading up to that conversation and the activity following that conversation, whether that's a follow-up, hopefully that's a potential close and an onboarding, but regardless of the path that lead and that potential opportunity can take in and out of that conversation, you have an SOP that you as an expert and as a business owner and the decision maker in your business can develop and then place someone into it with real world repetitions, with real prospects, with real money, and you have a real process that can solve a real problem for them. Versus, again, giving somebody the keys, telling them good luck, and you don't know how that's going to go. Even if it works out good, you're still going to be having room for improvement and leaving opportunity on the table. And as a business owner, that's something that's never acceptable when you can take steps proactively to make it better for you, make it better for a salesperson to come into because they have a process that they can learn, that they can train with, that they can see real world examples for before they get on with a prospect that's excited and eager and that has the potential to become a high paying client. So again, if that's something you're already not doing or that you don't feel certain that you know how to do or you want to make even better if you do have an existing process, grab the link in our description below. I'd love to take some time with you and go through a customized, tailored approach based on what we do all day, every day with what you have or don't have so that you're in a position to establish a uniquely driven conversational closing framework for your business, for you to use and for you to close deals. But more importantly, to be able to have a system for down the road when you do want to grow and scale your business, if you bring someone into that they can leverage to be successful as well. Again, our goal in working with established online high-ticket business owners is that we have the poise and the confidence from our proven conversational closing framework to close at least 1 out of 3 people that we connect with. So I appreciate you taking the time to watch this video. I hope you found it helpful and informative. Give this a try in your business. Really work to establish your own process and go through the trenches of the reps yourself before you place someone into there. And if you feel like you need help with that or you feel like you need more information on how that process can be better, or if you need information or help placing a closer and a setter, again, grab the link in the description below, and I look forward to spending some time with you talking about how we can help you do that. I appreciate it, and we'll speak soon.